Hey, Mr. Clash here, and today we're doing another live attack. So before we head in, I just want to show you the troops that I have. I've got 10 dragons, 1 lava hand in the clan castle with a max earthquake spell, 3 lightning, a rage, a haste, and 4 balloons. Okay, so this will be a Town Hall 9 dragon attack. So we'll head over to the war, and where are we here? And we're going to have a look at base 14. So let's have a look at base 14 and then quickly go over the plan of attack. Okay. All right, so this is base 14. You notice all the 4 air defenses are on one side. Okay, so the plan of attack for the dragon deployment. So we'll cover the dragon deployment first. All right, so the plan of attack with the dragon deployment is get 1 dragon on this gold mine coming in from that angle so that hopefully it will path this way, then this way, and then here, and then it'll just start bouncing around here. I don't really care what it does as long as it goes that way after the gold mine. If it heads in this way, then I might need to reassess, but I will be keeping a dragon up the sleeve. If it doesn't path over to there, then I'll keep a dragon up my sleeve for this part of the base, most probably. Okay, so the rest is I'm going to put 2 dragons on this, at least 1 there. I'm going to have some dragons across here. So what I've got, 1 dragon deployed already, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, depending, that's 1 up my sleeve is 9. That means I've got another dragon left with to do something with. So whether I put it on one of these storages or even this, for example. So I've got 4 here, 4 here. The idea is at least one of these dragons will path this way. Then they'll have nothing left to do but head in, and these dragons with this gone, they will have nothing left to do but head in, and this is the goal, to get as many dragons as I can to path in right here. I will have a rage spell for them around here somewhere, so they will rage up around there somewhere. So that's the dragons. That's the only spell I'm having for the dragons. So this is a 2-part attack, or 3-part attack really. I've got 3 different purposes going on in this base. So this is the dragons. Once they go down and I've got the rage spell on them, the dragons are just free to do what they want. I'm relying on them taking out the rest of the base. Okay, so let's have a look at the rest of the attack. All right, now while I'm starting to deploy the dragons, you can see they are nowhere near these air defenses at all. So I don't have any threat from the air defenses bothering my dragons. So that means I can get the dragons down first, and that's important because dragons attacks take time. So I'm going to place a earthquake spell here, so it damages both of these air defenses, and then I'm going to go 3 lightning spells right in the middle. 3 lightning spells in the middle of these 2 air defenses with the earthquake that I'm bringing in the clan castle will take out these air defenses. So they'll go down. Boom, boom, they're down. Then I'm going to have, I've decided, I was tossing up between the heroes on the left, air defense, or the heroes on this top one, and I will put the heroes on the top one. So I'll put the king here, I'll put the queen here. That will go down, the queen will filter in, and the king will bounce around as well, you know, that sort of thing, because that's what the king does. And this will go down. This will go down with my heroes. So that's it. Last air defense goes, 3rd air defense is down to my heroes. King will go either this way or that way. If he paths down to the right hand side, that's great, because he'll start taking out some of this trash and it keeps the dragons in. If he paths to the left, I don't really care. At that point, I don't really care. His job was to do a little bit of tanking to keep the queen alive, and then she might be able to take out this cannon or this cannon. It depends on what she decides is closer. If I have to activate her special ability to take out the town hall, then the cannon or something like that. So these sorts of things will go down to the heroes. So this is what I'm counting on. Heroes will take that down. Whether they get down to here or whatever, I'm not going to anticipate. Main goal, air defense. Okay, this leaves this last air defense here to come down, and that's where the lava hound comes in. Lava hound on the air defense, followed by the 4 balloons, immediately followed by the 4 balloons. And that is also why I've got the haste spell. I'm not anticipating a Tesla farm here. If I get in a Tesla farm here, I might be in a spot of bother. But I'm not anticipating a Tesla farm here. I am thinking there's probably going to be a couple of Teslas here or here, and even around this expo. That's what I'm thinking the Teslas are. I don't expect them to be in the moat. at all. Or even around this town hall. If they're around this town hall, then that's not going to be too much of an issue either, because the queen can get some of that out. And that way, that should just leave all of this trash is down. The dragons have all gone in. All 10 of my dragons have gone in. One will probably path this way, so he'll start to do a little bit of cleanup, but the rest of the dragons will path in, and then they'll just start pathing that way. You can see this nice little empty space. Again, I'm not anticipating Teslas there, but they could be. So that kind of keeps all the dragons funneled in here. Some might go this way, but they're generally all heading in this direction. You can see the general flow of where I think the dragons will go. And then once they finish, they'll start pathing back around up this way to take this trash out. And one dragon will, of course, take that trash out. That's the plan. Let's have a look. I'll clear that off. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is switch over to the other account so that I can record my attack. So what will happen is we'll get the watch attack up here, then we'll watch it and you'll see me attacking. And when I do, you'll hear a slight discrepancy as I talk about things I'm doing live, but of course, because you're viewing it through as if you're another clanmate, there is that slight little delay. So you might hear me say something and then see it a second or two later. Okay, so just let me switch and we'll get right in. Okay, now what I will have to do is jiggle this around once the live attack starts, and then I'll try and flip between my tab and this recording so I can move the screen around if you need to see anything else that I'm going to be doing, such as deploying the heroes. But you see the plan. So if I can leave it a little bit like this, it gives a general overall thing, because I will be concentrating on the tab and not this particular screen at the moment. So, and I will try to come back to this screen as I go. All right. So as I said, once the live attack thing starts, we will watching. I just noticed there are 2 other live attacks going on right now. So we may or may not get difference in viewing, depending. So anyway, we will begin this attack now. Okay, I'm pressing attack now. And troop combo looks good. So, all right, attack. So we should get watch the live attack. That's it. All right, so I've got 30 seconds to reposition. So that viewer is, of course, me with the other account viewing. All right, so we'll get the first dragon in. Boom, the first dragon goes down in. Second dragon in. So basically what I'm doing here is just a little bit of deploying of these dragons. So dragons are all in at the moment. So now I can start on the air defense part of the attack. And boom, there we go. So dragons are all going to go in. I'll get a rage spell down for them there. So that is it. The dragons are all raged. Now to get the king and the queen action going. I can't do anything more with the dragons, so they're all up to their own devices at the moment. So king and queen are going in. I can't see what's going on with my dragons. I think it's probably going to be a bit of a disaster of an attack by the look of things. I've got a Tesla farm where I did not expect a Tesla farm. Queen is, look at that, it is just, it's a dog's breakfast. This attack has become a dog's breakfast, quite frankly. Air defense has gone down. I've got dragons pathing all over the place. It's just not going very well at all. Only 2 dragons left. I did not see what took them all down, unfortunately. But it's not looking very good at all. Queen, balloons. The balloons are going to be my only saviour at this stage. And all right, so I'm going to get that in. I'm going to rush that all in. Oh, look at that. I've got air skellies. The lava hound's popped. I've got 1 dragon left. The king's nearly dead. Oh, look, it's just such a disaster of an attack. So you've seen, you can, if you want to know, does Mr. Deliberately only show his successes? No, he doesn't. You can see this is a live failed attack on this base. You know, Matt, in the in the thing when I said to you at the start, when I said at the very beginning, I did not anticipate Teslas. We'll have a look at that again. All right, I'll turn that off and we'll have a look at this again. All All right, so you'll see in the beginning when I said I did not anticipate a Tesla's here, or here, and that's exactly where they were. If I had anticipated them there, then I think I would have done something a little bit different on the attack. So ultimately, that attack has turned into a bit of a dog's breakfast. Now, the four dragons up on that side, the dragons just didn't really seem... I did not anticipate that this air sweeper was going to have such a profound effect. Okay, so I've got these dragons coming in. I've got the 4 dragons, 5 dragons on that left-hand side. All right, so let's have a look at what is going on. Why are my dragons not surviving very well at all over here? All right, so I've got a good lot of dragons here on the left. They seem to be struggling to take out this Clan Castle dragon, and they all got tremendously sick. Now, dragons normally rage really fast. Look how quick they went down. I had 6 dragons, and they all died very, very fast, even though technically I felt that the DPS coming their way wasn't going to be that great, certainly not enough to kill 6 dragons so quickly. And even with the Queen aggroing onto them, they should have taken her out. And even with the other enemy dragon, I just did not anticipate that the 6 dragons, mind you, remember, 6 dragons would go down so incredibly fast before they even got through 2 layers of weapons on that base. So that's, I'll just remove that air defense, air sweeper thing there. So yeah, obviously greatly disappointed in that, because I'm expecting a 3-star every time I go in to do an attack. I don't create an army to launch an attack thinking this won't work. But as you can see, like I said in the beginning, I did not anticipate the Teslas, and that's exactly where they were. I'm sure that played a part, but no excuses. The 6 dragons I felt went down much quicker than they did. Like I said, I lost 6 dragons in this section alone. Even with the rest of the dragons coming in here, I lost my first initial 6 dragons way faster than I thought they should have been. They all got almost dead and very, very sick. But I didn't calculate that they were taking on that much damage. So anyway, there you go. Mr. fails a dragon attack. I'd like to actually have another go at that. What I would probably do, if I had another go, we'll just cover this very quickly. I think, knowing now, if I was still going to use dragons, and I think dragons are worth a shot on this base, I'd probably put a couple dragons in here, and then the rest this way to all funnel in like that. Big line of dragons with same rage spell, because I still think it was a viable base to do a dragon attack on, but I just think that in this case, for some reason, I did not anticipate all 6 of my dragons going down so fast. Anyway, we'll just get rid of that. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Mr. failing a live attack quite abysmally, frankly. But there you go. So question of the day is, which philosopher is a famous footwear philosopher? Which philosopher in history is famous for his footwear philosophy? The answer, Socrates. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Do leave the video a thumb up. Please leave me a comment on the video as well. Even if you want to call me a noob dragon attacker, I don't mind. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.